Tesla Model X is the world's first all-electric SUV, and achieves the seemingly contradictory goals of zero exhaust emissions and very high performance with the option of 7-seat practicality. Produced by Tesla in California, the Model X follows the Model S saloon to become only the second all-new vehicle to be produced by the American company. A 17-inch central touchscreen, electrically activated Falcon wing rear doors and optionally available advanced driving aids with a high level of autonomous control bring the spirit of Silicon Valley innovation and playfulness to the usually conservative automotive segment. Quartet of versions. 4 versions of the Model X are available, named 75D, 90D and 100D and P100D. The higher the number, the greater the performance and/or the longer the driving range. See the performance section for a full explanation. Currently the Tesla Model X has no direct rivals, with mainstream premium manufacturers offering plug-in hybrid SUVs such as the Audi Q7 e-tron, BMW X5 xDrive 40e and Porsche Cayenne SE hybrid instead. Such SUVs have both a conventional engine and the capability to run on electric power alone for short periods. Later in 2017, the smaller electric Jaguar I-Pace SUV will also go head-to-head with the Model X. Designed around the battery pack, the Model X's large battery pack sits low down between the front and rear axles, and powers an electric motor at either end of the car to provide all-wheel drive. Despite producing zero exhaust emissions, the Model X has performance to rival sports cars and, in some cases, even supercars. The P100D is claimed to accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds, beating the Ferrari 488 GTB by a tenth of a second. Tesla does not market the Model X as an all-terrain vehicle, but has engineered it to tow up to 2,268 kilograms when equipped with the turbo option. The absence of a conventional engine and gearbox allows for a completely flat floor inside the vehicle, with no bulky transmission tunnel to consume foot space. Stowage space for luggage is also available in both the boot and under the front bonnet, and the Tesla can be specified in standard 5-seat or optional 6 or 7-seat layouts. Recharging at home is recommended. The majority of Model X and Model S customers follow Tesla's recommendation of buying a dedicated wall connector for home recharging, at an approximate cost of £400 £440. Typically this provides between 22 and 51 miles of driving range per hour of charge, depending on power grid supply. For journeys further afield, a network of Tesla supercharger stations are easily navigated to via the touchscreen multimedia system. New customers are given an allocation of free recharges, but once they've been used there is a fee. Credit is given annually and the cost is minimal after that. Tesla claims approximately 170 miles of range is recharged in as little as 30 minutes using its superchargers. Various factors can affect the exact time to charge, but we plugged the Model X into a supercharger station and received 177 miles of range in approximately an hour. Tesla's website lists 35 UK supercharger sites, with between 2 and 12 superchargers each. Slower chargers can also be found at other sites including hotels, restaurants and shopping centers. The verdict: it's a highly impressive vehicle that is comfortable, corsetting and swift. But certain quality and refinement issues mean that it doesn't always attain the standard expected of vehicles costing a fraction of the Model X's price. The Model X's all-electric powertrain, optional autonomous capabilities and a connected multimedia system that can be updated to the latest version over-the-air puts Tesla at the forefront of automotive innovation. Read the full Tesla Model X review and see if this automotive revolution will rock the established premium manufacturers. Stunning acceleration off the line. No gears mean uninterrupted less punchy, but still fast. At motorway speeds, the Model X's twin electric motors deliver maximum performance to the front and rear wheels from the moment you accelerate. We tested the 90D, which promises 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds, with a battery range of 303 miles on the approved NED European test cycle. If anything, the 0 to 62 miles per hour figure undersells the immediate, relentless nature of the acceleration, which slams you back in your seat and, because there are no gears to change, is entirely linear and uninterrupted. The 75D promises 0 to 62 miles per hour in 6.0 seconds. 259 miles range, and while the 100D also records the same 4.8 seconds as the 90D, the range increases to 351 miles. Buyers can step up to the P100D, which includes the ludicrous speed upgrade. It promises an astonishing 2.9 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour time and just 1.4 seconds to accelerate from 45 to 65 miles per hour, with a range of 336 miles, assuming it's being driven gently. Ultimately, the 90D's performance is more than adequate, with very strong acceleration even at high motorway cruising speeds, and excellent mid-range flexibility for safe overtaking. All models are capable of 155 miles per hour, except the entry-level 75D, with a maximum of 130 miles per hour. Regenerative braking helps to restore some battery charge, by capturing energy usually lost as a car slows down. This means that quite small lifts off the throttle feel like braking in a normal car. The effect can feel quite unnatural at first, but is easy to acclimatize to. All-wheel drive traction is impressive. Over-eager traction control cuts power too soon. Handles well for its size, yet lags behind class leaders. Every Model X is supplied with all-wheel drive as standard equipment. It allows the powerful 7-seat SUV to deploy its power with little wheel spin, and makes for safe, sure-footed progress even in very bad weather conditions. Despite this, hard acceleration from a T-junction can cause the traction control to cut power very abruptly, which is far from ideal, and not particularly safe, when attempting to merge with fast-flowing traffic. A more measured traction control intervention would be welcome here. The Tesla's body roll is well contained, which is important and impressive for a heavy car weighing 2,389 kilograms. However, conventional SUVs such as the Range Rover Sport and Audi Q7 feel more agile and fun to drive. They also have nicer steering. The Tesla's lacks definition as you move it off-center, which contributes to a slightly vague feeling. The Model X's steering is light and user-friendly, however, making the Tesla easy to maneuver at low speeds in town, and this is not an intimidating SUV to squeeze into a tight parking spot. That's partly because of the excellent reversing camera, which displays a higher resolution and extremely clear image on the 17-inch touch screen. Spacious and simple design. All-round central touch screen is incredibly intuitive. Dashboard fit and finish is disappointingly below par. A sense of spaciousness, simplicity and relaxation dominates the Tesla cabin. Unusually, the driver needs to do nothing but select drive on the Mercedes-sourced steering column-mounted gear shifter to drive away. There's no need to unlock the doors, or even press a start button, and the Tesla shuts off and locks itself automatically as the driver walks away. As an option, the front doors will even slowly swing out as you approach, removing the need to even touch the handle. It's disconcertingly simple. A huge panoramic windscreen sweeps right back over the driver's head, split by a graduated tint and sun visors that fold in from the driver's right, and passenger's left, when required. It's key to creating the feeling of space and light. The 17-inch touchscreen controls nearly all vehicle functions, from features such as navigation, music playing and telephone connectivity to raising the suspension and sliding the second-row seating back and forth. If you're familiar with smartphone technology, it's intuitive to navigate all functions, and removes the vast majority of buttons from the dashboard for a sleek, modern appearance. The buttons that remain, the electric window switches, for instance, are also borrowed from Mercedes. Impressive storage but low-quality materials. Unlike the Model S, which makes a feature of the completely flat floor between driver and passenger at the expense of storage space, the Model X uses a more conventional center console. This provides far more storage, with cubby holes and generous-sized cup holders. In fact, 8 cup holders are supplied on 6 and 7-seat versions. On a relatively superficial level, quality appears high and the design of the dashboard, dominated by the iPad-like central screen, and the 7 individual leather seats fitted to our test car are impressively striking. But investigate further and the Model X lacks the substance to back up first impressions. The dashboard sounds hollow and cheap when tapped, and one of the plastic covers on the front seat runners had come loose on our test car. It's indicative of a level of fit and finish below Tesla's premium rivals. Lumpy ride quality disappoints. Poor wind noise suppression. Excellent driving position. The Tesla Model X rides on air suspension rather than a conventional coil-sprung setup, much like a Mercedes-Benz S-Class or Range Rover. This allows the ride height to be adjusted up and down, and should make for a more comfort-focused ride. The reality is, however, a little disappointing, the Model X displaying a lumpy ride quality that doesn't smooth over irregularities in the road as well as it might. The motors that power electric cars are quieter than rivals with internal combustion engines, but this means wind and tire noise can be more noticeable. Even so, The Tesla scores poorly in this respect, with quite pronounced noise. Wind noise suppression on our test car was particularly poor, perhaps linked to the ill-fitting seals where the Falcon wing rear doors fold over into the roof. The driving position is, however, perfectly comfortable, and the seats are relatively supportive. The headrests could be more generously cushioned, but there's little to complain about here. Similarly, there's generous space for passengers in the second row of seats, which can be electrically powered back and forth, and even the third row seating is comfortable for large adults. This is partly because electric cars do not require bulky transmission tunnels. With the large battery-mounted low-down between the axles, the Model X is able to offer a completely flat floor, boosting space. Plenty of standard equipment on all models. Higher spec buys more performance rather than kit. Faster charging and 7-seat options are available as standard. All Model X models are specified with largely similar equipment. Despite the base price spanning £50,000, the price premium instead buys extra performance and driving range. Standard Tesla Model X SUV equipment. Standard features on the 75D, 90D and 100D include 40 kWh of free annual charging at Tesla's supercharged network, air suspension, a 17-inch touchscreen including digital radio, maps and navigation with real-time traffic information, collision avoidance and autonomous emergency braking, LED headlamps, keyless entry and electrically powered rear tailgate. To this, the P100D model adds an active rear spoiler, which rises up from the tailgate at speed and retracts when parked. Higher performance red Brembo brake calipers optional. Tesla Model X SUV extras. Black paint is the only no-cost exterior color, with 6 other colors costing extra. 20-inch silver slipstream alloys are standard, with the 20-inch helix and 22-inch turbine wheels as optional extras. 5 interior trim combinations are available, but only multi-patterned black seats with dark ash wood trim and black headlining is standard. Key options include the 6 and 7-seat interior, advanced driver assistance packages and a premium upgrades package. The latter includes front doors that automatically swing open as you approach, a cabin air filtration system said to be 100 times more effective than premium automotive filters, additional leather and Alcantara trim to the dashboard, steering wheel and dual armrests, plus dynamic LED headlights that turn in line with the driver's steering inputs to illuminate corners. Sub-Zero winter package includes heated seating for all seats, a heated steering wheel and wiper blade defrosters. Buyers can also opt for a set of 20-inch alloy wheels fitted with Pirelli Sub-Zero winter tires. Ultra-high fidelity sound upgrade adds 16 speakers, a subwoofer and amplifier for what Tesla describes as a custom-designed audiophile quality stereo system. Towing package introduces a steel tow bar, 13-pin electronics harness and a software package that automatically brakes individual wheels to bring trailer sway back under control. No Euro NCAP score as yet. Vast array of standard safety features. Advanced autonomous driving tech. The Model X is yet to be tested by Euro NCAP, but Tesla claims its own crash testing procedures suggest it should be the first SUV to receive the highest safety rating in every category. All-wheel drive and a battery pack. Positioned low down between the axles. Placing weight low down increases agility and reduces the likelihood of a rollover, means the Model X is an inherently well-balanced and stable SUV. The standard fitment, as is mandatory for every car sold in the EU, of ABS brakes and stability control also means the driver is unlikely to skid out of control. The Model X is fitted with 12 airbags as standard, with head and knee airbags in the front, 2 side curtain airbags, 4 seat-mounted side airbags and 2 door-mounted airbags. Active safety features include automatic emergency braking and side collision avoidance, both of which intervene to stop the vehicle if an accident is deemed likely. Tesla offers up to 4 ISOFIX attachments for child seats, though Audi provides 6 in its 7-seat Q7. Tesla is well known for its cutting-edge, and sometimes controversial, driver assistance systems, some of which go a long way to full autonomy. The enhanced autopilot function, for instance, includes 4 cameras and 12 ultrasonic sonar sensors to monitor traffic and obstacles 360 degrees around the car. Enhanced autopilot automatically matches speed to the traffic flow, ensures the vehicle doesn't veer from its lane, automatically changes lanes, and even self-parks and can be summoned from your garage. It's worth noting that fully autonomous self-driving cars are not legal in the UK, requiring the driver to remain in control and use these for assistance only. Offers 5, 6 or 7-seat option. Third row of seats best suited to children. Large boot plus extra space under the bonnet. Unusually for a high-end SUV, the Model X can be specified in 5, 6, or 7-seat configurations depending on the buyer's preference. Spec the Model X to its maximum seating capacity, and both the driver, passenger and second row occupants are allowed plenty of space to stretch out and relax. The third row seats can accommodate adults, but children will find them comfier on longer journeys. There's no escaping that while the Model X is relatively low-slung for an SUV, it's still a large car overall, so while the steering's light for nimble maneuvers around town, you still have to negotiate the Tesla's girth. Flip open the rear boot and there's up to 2,180 liters of luggage space to play with, plus the lack of engine allows for a 187-liter storage area beneath the bonnet. There's also a handily placed compartment behind the rear seats, perfect for storage of charging leads or any other kind of bric-a-brac which is usually left to rattle around the boot floor. Note however that while the third row of seats, where specified, does fold away flush with the floor, the second row cannot be laid flat, so carrying very large loads may be tricky.